Hi guys. I'm back to do my um June TBR. I was gonna do one video and just title it both of them. Title it my June TBR slash whatever the other video is. But I decided to do two separate ones because I just didn't want to read all the books that I have in my other video. So I just wanted to do two separate videos and call it a day. So let's just dive right in. And I'm in a different setup too. I'm sitting down instead of being on my bed because my bed is right here. I have I have 9 books. 8 I have in front of me, and the 9th one I got as an ARC, and it came out already on this month in June. I will tell you the title and the exact date once I have it in my hand, once I talk about it. But the first one I want to read this month is Rich People Problems by Kevin Kwan. This is the 3rd book to Crazy Rich Asians. I read Crazy Rich Asians a couple months ago and loved it. And I read the second one, China Rich Girlfriend, last month, and I absolutely loved it. So this is the 3rd book. I'm sure all of you know by now, but for those of you who don't know, Crazy Rich Asians was made into a movie, and it's about this girl named Rachel Chu and her boyfriend Nicholas Young. They're both professors at NYU, and Nicholas's cousin is getting married in Singapore in the summer. So Nicholas brings her to Singapore to meet his family, and what she doesn't realize is that Nicholas Young is extreme royalty. So he's extremely rich. He's like crazy rich, and she doesn't realize, once she gets there, that's when she realizes that he's royalty and that she's pretty much dating the number 1 celebrity of Singapore, and she doesn't even know that until she gets there in the 1st book, and they're making the second book into a movie. I don't think they've filmed it yet, but I'm just so excited because I love these books, and I just love these books, and so I'm looking forward to reading the 3rd one because I'm flying. I flew through the 1st one. I flew through the 2nd one, and now I'm going to fly through the 3rd one because it's in 3 parts, so I can read, which is good because I can read another book while I'm reading this one, so I can get my Goodreads goal up more because I'm very behind. The next one is Rosie Girl by Julie Shepard. I do not know what this is about. I was at the library yesterday picking up a book that I had on hold, and I saw this on the shelf. This drew me in because it was on the shelf like this, and then when I looked at the cover drew me in. I love covers like this. They're so pretty. I just know nothing about it, and the cover is what drew me in from it. So once I read it, I can tell you. The next one is I'm Not Really a Waitress, How One Woman Took Over the Beauty Industry One Color at a Time by Susie Weiss Fishman. She's the co-founder of OPI. I like the OPI nail polish brand. I use it all the time, and I'm looking forward to reading her book and how she created it necessarily. The next one is Don't Stop Believing by Olivia Newton-John. She was on Grease. She was in Grease. She was in a bunch of other stuff. I saw this at the bookstore, and I was just curious. I was just curious to read it, so that's why I picked it up. The next one is Superman Dawnbreaker by Matt Della Pena. I read this is the 4th book in the DC Icons book series, collection, whatever you want to call it. I read the first three. I read Wonder Woman, Warbringer, Batman, Nightwalker, and Catwoman, Soul Stealer. Wonder Woman is by Lee Bardugo, Batman is by Marie Lu, and Catwoman, Soul Stealer is by Sarah J. Maas. I have not read a Matt Della Pena book before, so this is going to be my first one, but I'm interested because I love Wonder Woman. The first movie was incredible. But I'm just interested in reading this and seeing and what his take on Superman is. Because I've seen a couple episodes of Smallville with Tom Welling, who plays Clark Kent in that, and I've seen like Supergirl and The Flash a couple episodes. So this reminds me sort of Smallville in a way. So I'm looking forward to what his take on Superman is. Okay. Sorry. Okay, here I am. Okay. The next one is If I'm Being Honest by Emily Wibberley and Austin Simidbrucka. Sorry if I pronounce your names wrong. I saw Reagan over on Peru's Project talk about this, and I cannot think of the synopsis off the top of my head, but the cover is what drew me in, and it made me so curious about this book, and it seems like it's going to be such a summer read, a beach read, and a book that I'd be interested in reading, so I'm looking forward to reading it. And I do not know what the synopsis is about because I forgot. There have been so many books coming out that I forgot what the synopsis of some of them are, so forgive me if I don't remember. Next one is Two Can Keep a Secret If One Is Dead by Karen M. McManus. She wrote the book One of Us Is Lying. I liked that book a lot. I think I gave it like 3.5 or 4 stars when I read it. I don't know if this is a standalone or the second book in the One of Us Is Lying series. Let me know. If it is, let me know down in the comments so I know what order to read them in, because I already read One of Us Is Lying. So if this is the second book, let me know so I know. I do not know what it's about because, like I said, I do not know if it's the second book or in the One of Us Is Lying series or if it's a standalone. Because if it's a standalone, and One of Us Is Lying is a standalone, then I don't think it matters what order you read One of Us Is Lying and Two Can Keep a Secret in, if they're both standalone. So like I said, let me know down in the comments if they are, and I just know because I'm just curious anyways. The next one is Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. This one I've seen all over BookTube when it first came out. It's about a husband and a wife who open up a famous boarding school in Vermont. Like an elite famous private school in Vermont. And then the daughter and mother get kidnapped. And then years later, a girl ends up going to the private school, the same private school in Vermont that the wife and daughter got kidnapped. And she tries to solve the mystery of why they got kidnapped and how they got kidnapped. So it's a murder mystery thriller. And like I said, I do not read a lot of murder mystery thrillers. There's been a couple that I've read that I've enjoyed. So I'm trying to branch out and not read solely like pop culture type books. or like with Olivia Newton-John's and other books, I'm trying to branch out and read different genres. So I'm hoping I like this. The second one is called Vanishing Stars. So if I like this one, then I will pick up the second one. And the last book is, I'm so excited about this book because my mom read this book and she really enjoyed it. I'm so excited because this book is based in Montauk, and I go there all the time when I can, not all the time. So I'm so excited about this because this is based in a place that I've been to before. So I'm extremely excited about it, and I am extremely looking forward to reading it, and it's going to be such a beach read. And the title of it is actually called Montauk by Nicola Harrison, and it's based in the Montauk in 1938. And I'm just going to read you the synopsis because I absolutely am so excited for this book. I think this is my most anticipated and looking forward to reading this book in June. So it's Montauk, Long Island, 1938, a simple town on the brink of a glamorous future, a marriage drifting apart, a life on the edge of what is and what could be. An epic and cinematic novel by debut author Nicola Harrison, Montauk captures the glamorous and extravagance of a summer by the sea, with the story of a woman torn between the life she chose and the life she desires. And then this is kind of like a little tidbit of it, but then the synopsis is, it's kind of long, but I'm just so excited for this book. Montauk, Long Island, 1938. For 3 months, this humbling fishing village will serve as the playground for New York City's wealthy elite. Beatrice, excuse me if I pronounce the name wrong, Brodex, was looking forward to a summer of rejuvenating the passion between her and her husband, Harry. Instead, tasked with furthering his investment interest in Montauk as a resort destination, she learns she'll be spending 12 weeks separated with the high society wives at the Montauk Manor, a 200-room seaside hotel with while Harry pursues other interests in the city. College educated but raised a modest country girl in Pennsylvania, Beatrice had never felt fully comfortable among these privileged women, whose days are devoted not to their children, but to leisure activities and charities that seemingly benefit no one but themselves. She longs to be a mother herself as well as a loving wife, but after 5 years of marriage, she remains childless while Harry is increasingly remote and distracted. Despite lavish parties at the manor and the yacht club, Bea is lost and lonely and befriends the manor's laundress whose work ethic and family life stir memories of who she once was. As she drifts further from the society women, and there's a lot of words in here, so excuse me if I pronounce them wrong. Precious and closer towards Montauk's natural beauty and community spirit, Bea finds herself drawn to a man nothing like her husband. Sadic plan, spoken and energetic, inspiring a strength and courage she had almost forgotten. His presence forces her to face a haunting tragedy of her past and question her future. Despite desperate to embrace moments of happiness, no matter how fleeting, she soon discovers that such memories may be all she has when fate conspire to tear her world apart. It came out on June 4th. And it came out on June 4th, and like I said, I am extremely excited for this book. I'm extremely looking forward to reading it. I know it's going to be really good, and my mom read it, and she loved it, and my parents have been going out there for years. I don't go out there as much as I would like to. I've probably only been there once, but from what I can remember, and I know it's going to be a great beach read. I'm extremely excited to read it, and I look forward to reading it this month, and I'm going to read it this month because I love stuff based in the Hamptons and in Montauk. So whenever I see a synopsis for a book that's either based in the Hamptons or based in Montauk or based in like Amagansett or Sag Harbor, I'm drawn into it, whatever the book is about. But the minute I see like Montauk or East Hampton or Amagansett or anything in the synopsis, it draws me in because I love it out there. And I love it out there. So I'm always excited to read books based out there. So, yeah, I'm just really excited about that book. I can show a picture of it if you would like, so you can see what the title looks like of the book. Like I said, I know it's going to be so good. I'm extremely excited to read it. I'm looking forward to reading it because I know it's probably the most anticipated book this year that has come out so far. This is what the title looks like, if it focuses. My brightness might be a little... There we go. This is the title for it. This is what the cover looks like. And I'm just really excited to read it. I know it's going to be so good, and it's going to be a page turner. And my mom read it in like 3 days. She absolutely loved it. So I'm looking forward to reading it, and I probably am going to read this while I read Rich People Problems because it's going to be a page turner, and it's going to be so good. So, alrighty guys, those are the 9 books that I am going to be reading this month. Let me know down in the comments some of the books that you're looking forward to reading this month. And like I mentioned, let me know down in the comments as well if Two Can Keep a Secret is the second book in One of Us is Lying, because I'm just curious myself, and I do not know. And I'm just curious as well. Look out for a video that I'm going to be posting soon, as well as this one, and stay tuned for my June book haul at the end of the month, and I will see you guys soon in another video soon.